Hi. So yeah, I'm wanting to make a recap show of the Real Housewives stuff and other reality shows that I watched for a while, but I haven't been able to catch one as it starts and then kind of remember to do it. But yeah, Real Housewives of Vancouver just started, I think, a week ago, and they had the 2 hour premiere, which was the first two episodes, and then on a couple days ago they had the third episode, I think. So yeah, anyway, I just watched them all online, and I wanted to give a recap as to my thoughts on everybody, all the housewives and everything. First of all, I just want to say I have a sty on my eye, so if my eye looks weird, that's why. There's some dirt got stuck in my eye and it's an infection. Anyway, but it's healing. Um, so yeah, since I just watched it, I mean, I really wasn't excited for this show at all. I really thought that it was going to be stupid, and I didn't think that I would like it at all. When I looked at the housewives on this show, I mean, they all look kind of, I don't know, they just look boring to me, and they all look kind of like the same person in like a different outfit. Like especially Mary and Ronnie, and I mean, they just all look kind of similar. They have the same kind of, there's no difference, right, between all of them. So it's kind of looked really boring compared to the other series. Like I really love Beverly Hills and Atlanta. Um, anyway, the thing about like this show is that it's actually like okay. Like it's not that bad. I mean, I can see myself watching it more, but I honestly doubt that it's gonna get a second season. If it even gets a full first season, it's probably gonna be like the Real Housewives of DC, which got like 6 episodes and then it was cut. Like they didn't make the rest of the episodes, and then they never made a second season. So it's probably going to be something like that. I'm hoping it's more because I can always watch more Real Housewives stuff, but it's probably not going to be a big thing like Beverly Hills and Atlanta and New York and all that, New Jersey and all that stuff. So anyway, what I thought about the Housewives overall, I mean, they are all kind of just well. Okay, let's start with Ronnie. Okay, so Ronnie kind of sticks out to me because she is like plainly an alcoholic, and she kind of blames it on everybody else, and she also tries to deflect from her alcoholism by like saying nasty things about other people and trying to disparage everyone else's character because she wants to deflect from the fact that she's an alcoholic, and it's obviously something that she's not proud of. And it kind of bothered me that she was blaming Mary for not stopping her from drinking, while she's the one who knows she's an alcoholic and she should be able to take it into her own hands. She's been to rehab and she flaunts that as if it's something to be proud of, as if it's something that's so glamorous because maybe like celebrities do it. And I think that's just really embarrassing for her. I think that she shouldn't be flaunting that on television. I think it's shameful. And I think that she obviously has some serious problems in her life or in her marriage that she has to go and build this gigantic house, and she tries to overcompensate so much with these fancy things because she's clearly unhappy with herself, and you can see it in her eyes, just the way that she looks like all the time. You can tell that she's not happy with herself, and the way that she tries to put other people down all the time, you can tell that she's really not happy. And that brings me to the other bitch, Jodie, who is also clearly either not getting any or just like a huge major bitch all the time because she just seems to think that she's the queen of the world. And see, in pretty much every Housewives series, there's one woman who thinks that she's the queen of the whole bunch and thinks that she can boss everybody around, tries to be all matronly, but she's really just she's kind of like a big stink about nothing. Like she's not that great. She's got two stores that are in the same the same slot of one building. Like, come on, that's not really. Anyway, and she thinks she's so amazing, but you know, I mean, she made a cupcake business, good for her. But she's clearly raised a daughter who's exactly like her. I can't really say much about her daughter because we haven't really seen a lot of her that you could actually say something about her character. But anyway, I just think it's ridiculous for Jodie to be trying to dictate to people, especially to Mary, who is 49 years old. For her to be trying to dictate to Mary how she should act, or turning 49 or whatever. She's born in the same year as my mom, so to try and dictate to Mary how she should behave with men and with her ex-boyfriend and whatever. I just found that to be absolutely ridiculous and totally unnecessary, and the way that she talked down to her was just so absurd and so, like, so demeaning and absolutely ridiculous just for someone to talk down to an adult woman like that, and especially in front of all these other people. Like, I can see that being maybe a private conversation, and especially a conversation away from the cameras if you really cared about that person. But clearly, she just wanted to make some drama, and she, you know, as she says, "Let the games begin." She clearly just wants to rile up some drama between all the girls. So, I mean, it's really disgusting and fake and pathetic, and the way that she went off on Christina, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, Christina may be younger, although I'll get to that. Uh, Christina may be young enough to be her daughter, but that doesn't mean that she can boss her around. That doesn't mean that she can. You know, Christina's her own person, and she shouldn't be dictated to like a child. And yeah. So anyway, I'm done talking about Jodie for now. I'll probably think about something else to say about her. But anyway, so talking about Christina, she kind of, I mean, when I first saw her, I thought like a Russian mail order bride with a bad boob job and maybe 45 years old. Uh, there's no way in hell that I thought that she would be 29 years old, turning 30. I don't think that's true. I think if she's 30 years old, Kim Zolciak is 25 because she looks like she's got some wear and tear, and I'm sorry, but that's the truth. I think maybe she knows that it's absurd for her to be claiming that she's just turning 30, and she kind of wants that to be like the thing that people talk about, like the way that she gets people to talk about her. And maybe that's, and I think that's actually a really smart way to go about getting attention for herself in the landscape of this type of TV show. But I definitely am not buying her being 30 years old or even 31. I mean, she looks like she's in her late 30s. She definitely got some wear and tear, and I think that the way that she was standing people up, and she almost didn't even come to her own birthday party. I really think that she probably has some kind of drug problem, which would explain why she looks so old. Because people don't just stand up like two people in a row and then be extremely late to their own birthday party. I mean, didn't her best friend go to her house at, what, 8 o'clock? And it took them from 8 o'clock until almost 10 o'clock to get to her birthday party? I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous. She should have been, I mean, she should have at least been ready to go. And I don't think it would take them 2 hours to get from place to place. I don't know how far apart they were, but I don't think that she would have a birthday party somewhere that's 2 hours away. So I just think that she's a little bit sketchy, and I think especially the way that she was talking about and to that horse and how she was kissing it and stuff, that really creeped me out, and I thought that was really, really freaky. And in terms of the birthday party, though, I think that it was really funny that she wore the shirt and she was like dancing around in it and stuff. I think that maybe she should have kept the dress on underneath the shirt instead of taking off the dress and having her underwear out. But, I mean, everybody was drinking and everybody was having fun, right? So it's ironic that somebody like Ronnie, who was clearly enabling her and was clearly having a lot of fun while they were doing it, goes around and talks about it behind her back and spreads all the pictures to everybody and says what a like disgusting thing it was or whatever. And that's just another reason why I don't like Ronnie. So let's talk about Mary now. Mary seems really, really sweet, and when I first saw the promos for the show, I was like, Canadian pop star, like, I live in Canada, I was born here, and I never heard of Mary Zilba, and I listened to her songs on YouTube, and I had never heard of them before in my life, and maybe it's before my time, I don't know, because I'm 20, so when her music was coming out, I was probably like 5 years old, but I still was paying attention to, I mean, I still knew about, like, mainstream pop acts and stuff, like, I knew about all the stuff that was going on. So I don't know. I think maybe she has a little bit of a delusion about how successful she actually was in the industry. But you know what, though? I'm going to give her a pass on it because I think that she is actually a really kind-hearted and really sweet person. And she seems to be the one housewife that kind of is genuinely nice, genuinely kind, and genuinely just an honest person, and everybody else seems to be a little bit wonky in their own way, except for Reiko. Reiko's alright too. And I think that she definitely needs to stand up for herself, but that's not for. I don't think that's for anybody else to criticize her for. I mean, when somebody like Jodie comes up and attacks you in that way as an adult, I mean, it's. I would imagine that that's extremely off-putting. I've never had anybody say that kind of shit to me, and I'm 20, and I know a lot of people who are quite a bit older than me. Nobody's ever talked to me like that, and if they did, I really wouldn't be very impressed with it. I can tell you that if somebody tried to talk to my mother like that, who is the same age as Mary, there is no fucking way that that would fly. If Jodie said that shit to my mom, she'd have a broken leg or something, because my mom would not take that. Not for half a minute. She would not take that kind of shit. So Jodie does need to stand up for herself, but I also would give her a pass on that. I mean, and we'll see how Jodie, I mean, grows and whatever. But honestly, she's a grown woman and she can do what she wants. And if she wants to have sex with her ex-boyfriend, like, that's her own business. Like, she doesn't have to adhere to your stupid rules. And I really don't like that about Jodie and about Ronnie. And Reiko, she seems nice like Mary, and she seems like really tough. Like, when they were showing her doing all the workout stuff, I was like, holy shit, like, you don't want to mess with Reiko. She seems like she may have had a little bit too much plastic surgery, but I haven't seen a lot of Asian women who have had plastic surgery at all, like that kind of plastic surgery where they do the eyebrows and the filler and stuff, because Asian women usually have like nose surgery and whatever. Anyway, so maybe it's just the fact that she's Asian that makes her look different with the Caucasian type of plastic surgery, because I know that she is like mixed with some Caucasian stuff. But anyway, she does seem like a nice person. She seems like a little bit, no, I don't know. I mean, generally, I feel like I have to reserve judgment for her because she seems like she seems like Mary, like she's genuinely kind, and she hasn't really shown a whole lot of her personality yet, throughout the TV show, throughout the series yet, in the first 3 episodes. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Another thing that I thought was really funny was how Jodie got so defensive when her daughter was brought up by I keep forgetting their names by Christina. I thought it was kind of ridiculous because Jodie was criticizing Christina for like every little thing that she could possibly think of, and when Christina says, "Well, look at your own daughter who's like 24 years old," and I don't know anything about Mia and what she does, but I think it's a valid point for Christina to make because that's Jodie's daughter and she's the one who raised her, so that's kind of a bad reflection on Jodie if Mia is doing those kind of things that Christina was alluding to or suggesting. So I mean, I think that maybe if, like Mary said in an upcoming clip from a next episode, she said if you live in a glass house you shouldn't throw stones. So yeah, I think it's a little bit odd. And also, I really didn't like that Mary canceled her daughter's plane tickets. When, I mean, I can't believe her daughter didn't, like, flip out about it. I mean, maybe she did off camera or something, but the way that she kind of acted on camera was just like, oh, man, I really didn't like that you did that. And then she's like, this is so unfair. And then she kind of got over it in, like, 5 seconds. If that were me, I would be so angry because like she said that she needed to go to London because of her apartment there or whatever, right? Like she had some business that she had to attend to there, and that would really 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 piss me off if my mom did that to me. And although I do think it was kind of irresponsible for her to say that she was going to go partying when she knows that her mom kind of needed her because they're doing the renovations on the shop and everything. So I can kind of see Jodie's position on that, but I don't see why she would actually go and cancel the ticket. I think that that's really immature and stupid. So yeah, that's basically my recap on the Real Housewives of Vancouver so far. I am looking forward to seeing what happens next. my videos, if I do more videos on this, and if you're actually watching them, will be a little bit later than the night of, because I watch it online, because I'm not going to pay $80 for cable just so I can get Slice. So, because Slice is pretty much the only channel that I would watch on cable anyway. Um, so yeah, I just, that's pretty much all that I thought about the series. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you have any other shows you want me to review, I'm thinking about doing Celebrity Apprentice, but it's so far along already. But maybe I can do a recap of the whole series so far, and then I'll continue from there, like I'm doing with this show, basically. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching, and if you're still watching, I commend you, because my voice is pretty boring. So yeah, I'll talk to you later. That's the wrong kind of sign off, but bye.